Hello everyone, welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you're having a great day. If you've been watching Larry's Anything Goes programming, you know that we are not only providing great financial intelligence content as much as possible by interviewing other financial professionals, professionals in the travel industry, real estate industry, etc. and so forth, but we provide various services when it comes to specific products that we sell, from anything that you would actually find on Amazon or actually at Walmart, etc. and so forth. And we are actually providing specific products due to today's current crisis and whatnot to ensure that we provide the right services and products that you need at a reasonable price when it comes to medical face masks, when it comes to hand sanitizer, and when it comes to latex gloves and things of that nature, and etc. and so forth, toilet paper, paper towels. But we have what you need. Also, family, don't forget that Larry's Anything Goes is a part of an affiliate marketing network known as Gold Standard Partners, where you have the opportunity to buy cryptocurrency and allow others to invest with you as becoming an affiliate marketing partner. And obviously, if they purchase a package with the program, you're able to make money off their package purchases and make money off of their crypto purchases and things of that nature. If you want to join, please follow the links in the description, and I'll give you a call as soon as you sign up and purchase a package, and we'll go from there. But definitely, it's all about the best way to make money moves is to have currency with one another and to ensure that currency is always being spoken of on all levels, so it benefits everyone and not just one specific person. That's a lot of things that people forget about. So think about joining the program and we'll be able to go from there. But if not, either way, it's always appreciated. And thank you for watching, and hopefully you guys have a great day and continuously make money moves so you don't live broke like a fool. Take care. As you can see, with our various products, we have our financial apparel, as you see, wearing There's Anything Goes t-shirt, financial intelligence is sexy, face masks, latex gloves, things of that nature, to obviously ensure the safety of you and your family all at the same time. We want to ensure that you get the best products and see the actual products that we're actually providing for you, and giving you another view of not only the shirts and the medical masks, but actually another view of actual latex gloves and the actual hand sanitizer. Because one thing we've learned throughout this unfortunate crisis is that we have to take more precautionary measures to ensure not only the safety for ourselves, but for our families. And having a great pair of hand sanitizers, latex gloves, and medical face masks will ensure that safety. And with all that being said, hopefully you guys will check out our online store. We have the various products that you see here. With a couple of clicks, especially if you're paying via PayPal, it makes life that much easier for you to purchase our various products, especially during this unfortunate situation. You see the apparel from Larry's Anything Goes. We have the medical products when it comes to hand sanitizer, latex gloves, medical face masks, and things of that nature, and various other products. So please check out Larry's Anything Goes. Support small local businesses. We greatly appreciate it, and hopefully that you have a good day. How goes the family? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you guys having a great, exceptional evening. It is Thursday, so let's get it. Not going to be on too long tonight, but this is the second edition of today's forecast. We're all going to die because the media and all the wisdom, whether it's Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, your local media station, they know how to get people's attentions. They created their own algorithm before there was the quote unquote social media algorithm in regards to keeping people's attentions and keeping people in fear, 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 fear. That's just what they do. Before I go forward with today's forecast, we're all going to die. Do the great thing for things like share and subscribe. I've always greatly appreciate that, family. And if you're a stock market investor, crypto investor, individual retirement account investor, check out in the descriptions, WEBULL, Stash, Acorns, Crypto.com, all that great stuff. With those organizations, you'll be able to invest money and be able to make money once you sign up with those platforms. So check them out. Thank you for the Cash Apps and the PayPals and the Venmos. It's always greatly appreciated. All righty. Now, I'll be talking about serious subject matters, but and then I'll give my perspective on it, and we'll just go from there, right? So, the first thing that happened, and this is funny and sad all at the same time, because Lamar Miller Whitehead, who's a pastor in Brooklyn, who's a considered to be a very flashy pastor, as they call the pimping in the pulpit pastors and whatnot. That's why even especially a lot of men, especially a lot of black men in the African American community, do not go to church like they used to anymore, because a lot of preachers, not all, not most, but a lot, are charlatans. They're fake. They might do a great job of preaching the word of God, but they do an even better job of hustling people out of their money and hustling people out of their time and whatnot. And this gentleman, I did not know who he was because I don't follow, the clergy or anything of that nature. I'm not talking bad about anybody's religion. Your religion's your business. It's not mine. So whatever you believe in or you don't believe in, that's your business. I don't got time to argue over that. That's the last thing. But Brooklyn pastor says he and his wife were robbed of more than $1 million in jewelry while preaching, and apparently this happened live online, because especially nowadays, most churches have, they're going live online, whether it's Zoom, their website, via YouTube, or any other social media platforms. But yeah. And the fact that this man, especially in Brooklyn, New York, has $1 million worth of jewelry and whatnot, that says a lot. Especially, Brooklyn's one of the most gentrified areas in the freaking United States of America and whatnot, especially of African Americans. So I just find that funny, one, and two, I don't even know why anybody would go to this person's church, and I'll just leave it at that. All right. But anyways, I will read the article verbatim. Flashy Brooklyn pastor known for wearing designer outfits and extravagant jewelry says he was robbed along with his wife of more than $1 million while he was preaching at church on this past Sunday. Police say they received a report that three people entered the Leaders of Tomorrow Church Sunday with firearms and removed jewelry. Pastor Miller Whitehead, who goes by Bishop, and his wife were wearing. Police noted that the investigation is ongoing. Part of the reported incident was captured on video from inside the church. A portion of the live stream was obtained by CNN News before it was removed, and shows at least one perpetrator holding a gun on the pastor and interrupting his sermon. All right, all right, all right, Whitehead says in the video as he raised his hands and lowered himself to the floor. The video is no longer available, imagine that, on the church live stream, but Whitehead told the news what happened. That all right, all right, all right is pretty much stating that I'm not going to do anything right, because I know y'all coming for me. Y'all coming straight to me. I don't want my parishioners hurt, he said. I got a woman and children there. As I got down, one went to my wife and took all her jewelry and had the gun in front of 8-month-old baby's face. Took off a bishop's ring, my wedding band, and took off my bishop chain. And then I had chains underneath the robe, and he started tapping my neck to see if there was anything else. So that means they watched, and they knew that I have other jewelry, he said. He said the gunmen were with firearms raised to deacons at the door as well. There were about 20 to 25 congregants present, police stated. And he said, my church is traumatized. The NYPD said that they received a report that the suspects took more than $1 million worth of jewelry and then fled the location on foot. They reportedly entered a white Mercedes-Benz vehicle and were seen traveling eastbound Avenue D, police said. Whitehead is offering a $50,000 reward for information that would lead to the arrest of people he says robbed him on Sunday. I want justice. These men inside. I want justice. I want these men arrested. Um, I know somebody knows something, and I want to make sure that you all know that I'm invested in this too. He also said that security system inside the church is going to change and that he plans to hire a therapist for the church to talk to the members and children on how to cope with what happened. This pastor has ties to the current new mayor of New York, Eric Adams, so he's a part of the well-to-do club. Um, but I find it interesting that you have millions of dollars worth of jewelry and whatnot, but you don't even have $100,000 worth of real estate to help your people, um, help people get jobs and have places to live, and crazy things like that. Um, I'm not, and I know I shouldn't be pocket watching, but when it comes to the people of the cloth, I'm going to pocket watch because it's usually other people, especially my elders, who fall for a lot of the pimping in the church pulpit thing. So I find that to be interesting. One, and then two, the fact that I've talked about this before, and I remember the one show, I forgot the name of it, but it was basically a show where CEOs were going to work at CEOs of major franchise companies, from Subway to Lucky Strikes. Um, they were to Mako. They work actually, majority of them have never actually worked at actual operation as an employee of a franchise store. And so I think it was like a week or two, they were being videotaped on this reality TV show to see what it's like to actually work down with the people at Subway, at Mako, at Lucky Strikes and whatnot. I thought it was actually pretty cool, and they helped out a lot of the people that were running those operations at the same time. But there was one in Buffalo. It was a Subway in Buffalo, and a preacher. I had to give this man a lot of respect. He said one of the biggest problems that his congregation was having was lack of jobs. So he said they took a lot of money and took on a lot of debt to create jobs within their community that they were preaching the word of God in. And I wish I remembered. I think one day I could look this up online, but I wish I remembered the name of this preacher, because they own 2 to 3 Subway franchises, and they owned a cleaning company, because they knew that the people in their community needed access to jobs, hence access to capital. So I have a real big problem with preachers looking like this, but they're constantly preaching the word of God and whatnot, and they're in the well-to-do club and whatnot of the bourgeoisie. But yes, people should feel sorry for this guy losing millions of dollars of jewelry, when that kind of money should be put not only into helping the community and whatnot, but that kind of money should be put into businesses so that they can help create jobs. You know, I talk to the politicians the same way, so I'm going to talk about this preacher the same way. Now, nobody deserves to get robbed like this at all. So don't think that I'm condoning this kind of behavior. But I am going to talk about the fact that that kind of money is not being put into things that grow, especially in today's world, especially in a city like New York City, the most expensive city in the freaking world. The massive um, depopulation of New York City took place. It's been taking place in the last 15 years, but it is quadrupled since the freaking pandemic because of lockdowns and cost of living and crime and whatnot. But you are more worried about getting this freaking jewelry back instead of trying to create opportunities in the communities that you quote unquote serve. So, to you, Mr. Lamar Miller Whitehead, that's all I got to say. Not gonna say anything else derogatory, but yeah, it's about economics. It's about economics. It's about economics. Can't put it any other way. That's why I said this election season. I might even broadcast that night so I can just mock the electoral process and whatnot, because I find it to be funny at this point. But yeah. Today's forecast, we're all gonna die. Oh Lord have mercy. Because like I said, the media never puts out anything positive. So, that's why I must mock it. Because this is just me having fun at this point. All righty. Now, this was a serious incident, and I have family members that live in the Dallas area. My mother flies into Dallas Love Field. So, and she was talking about this the other day. So I said, hey, why not talk about this? Police released a video of an officer shooting um, a woman who fired a gun at Dallas airport. Now, apparently, this woman had some mental health issues. So I'm not making fun of this at all. Um, because she wasn't actually shooting at anybody, but the people in Dallas did the right thing by saying, hey, we hear gunshots, we're running. But the Dallas Police Department, um, talking about at Dallas Love Field Airport, and this was actually on Monday, was taken by because actually the video was recorded by an officer's body cam. Portia Adufuwa, who most likely is of obviously is of African descent, but she may be of Nigerian descent because Texas has the most amount of Nigerians. There's the same amount of Nigerians that live in Texas as there are in Nigeria. She has 37-year-old. She has been charged with aggravated assault against a public servant, and other federal charges are possible. Yeah, because you're at an airport, you do something that's federal. Dallas Police Chief Eddie Garcia said in a news conference Tuesday, Odufuwa has not yet been assigned an attorney, according to Connie Basuto from the Dallas County Public Defender's Office. Airport surveillance video without audio shows that exiting a red Kia sedan outside the airport Monday. According to Garcia, the driver was an Uber driver who was not under investigation. So clearly, she took an Uber to the airport to do this. Then she was seen on surveillance video inside the airport walking into the restroom. Approximately 5 minutes later, according to Garcia, walked out of the bathroom. She walked out of a black bathroom in a black hoodie. And this time of year, that's definitely a suspect because it's very hot in Texas this time of year. It's hot all over the place, but definitely in Texas, with a hood pulled up over her head and with her hands in front of her pockets. According to the police chief, she walked to the Southwest Airlines ticketing area, stating she had an announcement to make. Okay. At one point, surveillance video shows that the officer, a 15-year veteran of the Dallas Police Department, began to walk towards her. Witnesses say that she started to ramble, talking about a marriage, incarceration, and that she was going to blow up the airport. And then pulls a handgun from her sweatshirt. The surveillance video shows that she was pointing the gun towards the ceiling and she fired multiple rounds. Okay. And the officer can be seen reacting to her actions and trying to engage with the suspect as people in the airport tried to take cover, which was a smart thing. The officer commanded the suspect to drop the weapon, according to the police chief. Odufuwa pointed her gun at Officer Crowan, and an innocent bystander took cover behind a ticket kiosk and fired his department issued weapon, striking the suspect multiple times. Held the position, and the Dallas police officers arrived to take the suspect into custody. Now, the one thing I can at least say, at least one, I'm glad she didn't kill anybody. Two, I'm glad that shows that you can actually apprehend a suspect without killing them. That's the thing that and this person clearly had some issues. This person needed to get shot because she wasn't responding to the directions of the officer. But this shows how it's supposed to be done. You're not just supposed to kill somebody because you don't like them or whatnot. So kudos to the officer in Dallas. Like I said, I can point out when the police are doing bad, and I can point out what they're doing good. Hey, they made sure that this person was taken down without her life being taken away from her. This is how it's supposed to be done. Trained police officer. Crazy concept, right? So more power to him. But anyways, she's been prohibited from possessing a firearm since 2018, according to the police department. The suspect's actions prior to arriving at the airport are still under investigation, as is the motive for the shooting, according to Garcia. Finding the motive behind her actions is incredibly important, he says. But, she's been taken to the hospital where she underwent surgery for injuries. Investigators discovered through possessing this, going through the scene, that rounds up from her weapon indicate that she had shot at the officer. The weapon was not registered to her, And Texas, you can get a gun anywhere. So I'm not getting in no gun debates and whatnot. I'm just saying it is what it is. But anyways, this one thing I can say is, hey, it showed that a suspect can be taken down without being killed. Even an armed suspect can be taken down without being killed. So kudos to the officer for doing his job. Got to give respect where respect is due on that one. But you know, um, once again, still no real positive news out there. I think the only positive news I could find was what's his name's wife. Um, what's his name's wife? First African American baseball player to enter the white leagues. Jackie Robinson. Yes, his wife turned 100 years old today. Um, she certainly did, and still has. Yep, Mrs. Jackie Robinson turned 100 years old today. God bless her. And the fact that she's been able to live this long, that says a lot. So there's a lot of I have a lot of respect for that. My elders and the wisdom, especially the elders, that are about stuff. Not just the ones that are just talking out of their mouth and whatnot. That's just me. But anyways, I digress, family. So today's last one, today's forecast, we're all gonna die. Now, this one I'm going to mock in a sense because regardless of what I say, I can have a conversation with people all the time. Fires on the West Coast is very common. Fires in West Texas, which is just as dry, can be just as dry as New Mexico, Arizona, California, Oregon, and Washington State. Now, obviously, Washington State and Oregon get way more rain than California and all those other states that I mentioned. But during the summertime, it is the dry season. All right. So, um, and unfortunately, a man suspected of starting fires in remote Oregon was detained by three residents who tied him to a tree, which good for them because this is not funny. I remember last summer there was a couple that had a wedding or some party for their kids, and they set off fireworks in California, which it's illegal to have fireworks in California because obviously of the issues that they have, and it takes nothing. One cigarette can set the whole state on fire, and it becomes uncontrollable. They have whole departments dedicated to fire and rescue in the state of California and whatnot. Whole National Guard units trained. Heck, they needed so many people. They had freaking people in prison doing the fire protection and whatnot, putting out fires in California. So and on the West Coast, period. But a man was suspected of starting two fires in remote Southwest Oregon. He was arrested after reportedly being tied to a tree by three people until police arrived. The sheriff's office thanked those who assisted with controlling the fire and detaining the suspect. The quick actions of getting the fires out most certainly averted a catastrophe and saved lives. The total area burnt is less than 1 acre. If the fires had not been contained and if they got out of control, they could have blocked all the residents and visitors from having an escape route. So these people, to me, this is actually a good story. That's what I said. I wanted to find something good because it's actually people saying, hey, not only did them save themselves and the people around them, but if the fire would have took place, there wouldn't have been a way for them to escape from the fire and everybody could have died. You know, on Monday, the sheriff's office received a call from the United States Forest Service about fires burning in the far northeast portion of Curry County. According to the statement, the area can only be assessed by the Bureau of Land Management and Forest Service roads via the river. The Bureau of Land Management employees who was in the area of the blazes saw a man walking along gravel road and starting fires. And dispatchers alerted local, state, and federal authorities asking for assistance with the fires and finding the man. And another thing is for my people that love the wilderness, and they love the outdoorsy lifestyle, living in the middle of nowhere and whatnot, then and having some more what of a nomadic lifestyle. I'm not mad at that. There's plenty of jobs with the Bureau of Land Management, Department of U.S. Forest Services. Um, you know, Plenty of jobs in those service industries and things of that nature. Because, like I said, I'm not mad at somebody that wants to live in a small town and live a simple life and whatnot. But certain things come with that. So that's just what it is. But if that's the lifestyle you want to live, a lot of times you can live that lifestyle. You might not be making the money you want to make, but a lot of times you be living a lot. When you wake up and you look out and you're in the middle of nowhere, you see nothing but mountains or whatnot, and you're happy and tall trees, and you're happy with that. My mindset is that's all that matters. With me, when I walk outside of my house, I want to see nothing but desert mountains, palm trees, and smell that a nice, crisp West Coast air. So this was a good story, and I wanted to end it tonight off with that one because, even though I mockingly say, today's forecast, we're all gonna die. This is a situation where a lot of people could have died, but they didn't because they took action. So kudos to the people in Southeast Oregon and whatnot. Oregon's a beautiful state. Get a chance, family, check it out. But on that note, I am out. Hopefully you guys have a great night. Got through this much quicker than I thought I was going to. And, hey, nothing but love and respect to everybody that shows me love out here. Nothing but love and respect to everybody that always constantly supports the channel, because you don't have to. There's so many places that you can go. Got to give kudos to my to a friend of mine, Money Mike. He surpassing me in his views. He's surpassing me in his subscribers. So he's doing a great job. He's got the secret sauce, and nothing but love and respect. Game recognizes game, real recognizes real, and that's the deal. At the end of the day. So just wanted to point that out there. But I'm going to call it a night, family. Hopefully you guys have a great evening. Thank you for the love and respect. Thank you. My phone has gone off a couple of times, so I see I got some cash apps. Larry's Anything Goes LLC. I see I got a couple, two PayPal's and one Venmo. So that's what's up, family. I greatly appreciate that. Nothing but love and respect. But on that note, I am definitely out of here. And let me know what you guys think of today's forecast. We're all gonna die. This is still new. I'm still working on it. It's like I said, it's me being a little funny and whatnot, and just having some fun, because you can't be serious all the time. Life is too short, and I leave it at that. But when it comes to the media, I've just, for the last couple of years, it really, for me, it was like 2016 to 17. I just got tired of hearing about politics. I think the best thing about Donald Trump running for president and winning showed me how much I am disgusted with politics on both sides, one. And then two, how it's just really it's so freaking predictable at this point. Even with a person like him running or in office and what, it's so predictable. I'm not really learning that many things from it. So it'd be one thing if I was working on Capitol Hill, or working for people who were, working for lobbyists, or working in that atmosphere. But I never want to. So I'm good. But on that note, family, hopefully you guys have a great night. Do the great 3 free things: like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys got going on this weekend. I might be going to my niece's housewarming party. She's got her first place, so I'm very proud of her. I'm very proud of my nephew too. He's having his first child. He's got that news. So when it comes to family stuff, I usually don't talk about it that much, but nothing but love and respect to them. They're still in their 20s. They got their whole life ahead of them. So, and talking to a friend of mine today, I'm gonna tell everybody that's breathing and that has the opportunity to keep achieving in life. You're in the prime of your life, regardless of what age you're in, regardless of what social status you're in, regardless of how much education you have. You're in the prime of your life, and don't let anybody tell you that you're not. All right. You can try to have it all, but we all have to be realistic in this life. Okay. There's certain things you have to compromise. I was watching Jason Black's The Business, and this one woman who's very beautiful, got her stuff together, divorced, has 2 kids. She says, "I can have it all." You can try to have it all, but a lot of times you gotta have some sort of compromise. It's the same thing with men. Hey, we can try to have it all, even if we have all the money and whatnot, but we still want to be with somebody. You gotta be some compromise. I don't care what relationship you're in. Parents know there's compromise involved. They gotta compromise with their kids on a regular basis when it comes to certain things. So just had to put that out there. Just had to keep it real and leave it at that. But we'll see where this ride takes us, family. That's all I can say at the end of the day. It's a roller coaster. Sometimes it's cool, sometimes it's not. It's a roller coaster called life, but we'll see where it takes us and go from there, right? So on that note, family, as I always say, make money moves. And I say it all the time. Make money moves. Or you're gonna live broke like a fool. The choice is ultimately yours. I can only say what I say, put out the information out there, but at the end of the day, it's all about you and the actions that you're going to put in place for yourself, if you have a family, for them as well. So on that note, I'm out.
Michael, now.